Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Today's show is sponsored by Mint Mobile. Save some money today on your cell phone wireless provider by switching to Mint Mobile. Actor Ryan Reynolds owns it, and he signs off on it. Plans starting at $15 a month when you go to mintmobile.com/chatsports. All right, on today's show, we got some training camp news, and I think we'll have two videos today, so stay tuned as more information comes out. Wanted to get you guys caught up on some of the latest headlines coming out of Hallis Hall. So we'll kick things off here on today's show. And by the way, subscribe, turn on notifications. We'll continue to keep you guys in the loop with everything. Storyline number one, Roquan Smith placed on the PUP list. I think it's pretty obvious it's not for an injury reason. It's because he is not going to participate at training camp without a new contract. Bears PR tweeted this out that they have placed Sam Kamara as well, Roquan Smith on the PUP list, and then declare Dan Cruikshank, Michael Joseph, and Tajay Sharp on the NFI list. We'll find out hopefully a little bit later if those injuries are serious or not. I believe that this is a move to not fine Roquan Smith, because if they don't put him on some kind of list, then technically I think they're required to fine him for holding out of training camp. But he's at Hallis Hall, but he's not going to practice, so they'll put him on the PUP list, physically unable to perform, to not fine him. At least that's my takeaway from this. We'll see what Matt Eberflus says later on in the day, but that is my takeaway on that one. Also, other stuff related to Roquan Smith, Matt Eberflus told Mully and Hall on 670 Score that Roquan Smith will continue to play weak side linebacker. Still not clear where things are with his contract. Obviously, we just talked about the holdout stuff, but in terms of on the field, Roquan's going to play that will position, which means Nicholas Morrow will stick there at middle linebacker. He was making a lot of the calls during the offseason, which is, I guess, a silver lining of Roquan holding out of these practices is Morrow can continue to call the plays on defense. Obviously, the Bears need Roquan badly. They need him to play, but at least Morrow has experience calling the defense and being ready to go, getting everybody lined up. So that is a positive. But obviously, we continue to wait and see what happens, right? Roquan Smith contract watch continues here on Wednesday. Will Roquan Smith get a new deal before week one? Type Y for yes, type in for no. This is a question we'll probably ask you guys quite a bit. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right, let's talk more about Riley Reiff and his contract. Some contract details have emerged. I think when we all saw yesterday, they're like, wow, $12.5 million. I mean, good player. Maybe it's a bit of an overpay. Not so fast. It's actually a pretty good deal for the Bears. Field Yates tweeted this out a little bit ago that yes, it is worth up to $12.5 million, but the way it's structured, it's only going to count $3 million against the cap. He also mentioned that Michael Schofield is a veteran salary benefits deal, meaning the Bears added 2 potential offensive lineman starters for less than $4 million in cap space, which that's fantastic, right? Only $3 million for a starting tackle is great value. And if he earns those incentives and makes more money, that's great for him, but it doesn't negatively impact the Bears in their cap. So that's good all around. Schofield coming in on that minimum type of deal as well. I think 4 of the 5 spots are finalized. I think it's going to be Reiff, Whitehair, Patrick, and Schofield from left to right, and then we'll see who starts at right tackle. Hopefully we have some notes on that earlier. Practice ended right as we started filming, so we did get a couple of early notes. We'll get more later, like I said, likely on a second video, but Riley Reiff did get reps at left tackle today. Doesn't mean he couldn't play right, but I do think it makes the most sense for him to play left, and then you get Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borum to compete at right tackle. For those wondering, Braxton Jones also took reps at left tackle. So I think maybe Reiff starts over there and Jones is his backup. But what do you guys think? It could be a fluid situation. Maybe Reiff gets some right tackle run tomorrow. Where will he play? Type LT for left tackle or type RT for right tackle? We'll see what happens. I think left tackle makes more sense, but the versatility is certainly valuable. Now, today's show is sponsored by Mint Mobile, and there's a lot of cool features of switching your wireless plan to Mint Mobile for your cell phone provider. first of all, you get a free mobile hotspot, which a lot of providers do not provide. So if you're out and about and you need that extra data, you can do that. High-speed internet. It's on the largest 5G LTE network. And what's cool about them is depending on where you are, it'll just switch seamlessly between 5G or 4G, because in some areas of the country, 4G gets the better signal. So it can just switch based on where you are. Unlimited talk and text, which is a great feature. You've seen a lot of these major cell phone companies, wireless companies, not offer that. If you want unlimited, you have to pay out the ass. That is not the case with Mint Mobile, because plans start at just $15 per month. I switched my plan to Mint Mobile because, let's be honest, prices have been going up for the last several months, and I needed to save some money somewhere. So I switched from my old provider to Mint Mobile, and it's been great. It's been saving me a lot of money. I was paying over $100 a month on my phone bill before. Not anymore. Mint Mobile, $15 per month to start out. MintMobile.com/chatsports. Check the comments, check the description. Get going with those guys today. All right, number 3, Justin Fields. He is thinking big. What does that mean? Well, he said a lot of things during his presser yesterday, but I think this line really stands out and should get you guys fired up. He said, "I'm going to work until we get that Super Bowl trophy." Doesn't this just fire you up? Talk is talk, right? Talk is cheap is the old saying. Actions speak louder than words. But this is the mindset you want from your franchise quarterback, at least the quarterback you're hoping can be your franchise quarterback. And just the way he carries himself, I'm going to continue to believe in this kid until he gives me a reason not to. Another cool thing he did, he rocked the Jeff Dickerson shirt. If you don't remember, the ESPN Bears reporter Jeff Dickerson passed away from cancer last year. That's a really nice touch from a franchise quarterback. He arrives to training camp in that. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. Like, it's not like a vet, too, that's been here for 10 years and built a relationship with JD. Like, Fields didn't know him like that. And for him to do that, I think that's pretty cool as well. He does all the right things. He says all the right things. The work ethic is there. His teammates and coaches love him. Now it's just about delivering on the football field, taking those strides, taking those steps. Hopefully he's able to do that, because he's really, really easy to root for as a quarterback. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Appreciate, once again, 49,000 subs. The road to 50K is almost here, and I think if we get to 50,000 subs, I'm going to shave live on the show, maybe leave a mustache, if you will. That could be fun. We'll see. If you have any ideas for 50K, leave them down in the comments. Also, join the Noti Gang. Turn on those notifications. Only 16.4% of our subscribers have notifications turned on. That's a pretty low number. You don't want to miss any of our videos. Subscribing is actually not enough. You got to click that bell and select all to get notified when we publish a video or go live. So subscribe, turn on noties. We'll keep you in the loop here on Bears Now. All right, last storyline here. Then again, stay with us later today. I think we'll have kind of a second video coming out at some point. Week 1, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, get your popcorn ready. I think this is going to be exciting. Tom Pelissero tweeted this out. Shanahan, the 49ers head coach, says that he and John Lynch spoke with Jimmy Garoppolo, and they're all on the same page. The Niners have moved on to Trey Lance. Jimmy G will either get cut or traded. Of course, they're going to try to trade him, but that's for them to figure out. From the Bears side of things, Bears-Niners Week 1, hey, we got a pair of quarterbacks from last year dueling it out at Soldier Field, and this is going to be fun. So we'll have a live watch party, too, so subscribe and join us for that, of course. But this is a winnable game. If you're the Bears, you're thinking, okay, we get the 49ers at home in Week 1. Trey Lance making his first real start. He started a game last year, but, I mean, he's the guy now for San Francisco. You know there's going to be nerves there for him. That's a winnable football game for Chicago to catch these guys early. So I'm fired up about that, and it should be an exciting opener at Soldier Field. Who you got in the opener? Type CHI for the Bears, type SF for San Francisco. It'll be here before we know it. Let us know down in the comments. All right, that's going to do it for today's training camp news. Stick around, stay tuned. We'll have probably a second video later today. Also, follow me on Instagram. I've got more Bears training camp updates over there on my IG story at HGramNFL. Stay in the loop over there, and we'll see you soon here on Bears Now.